Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, we've got questions. I'm going to break this into 3 parts. So thank you all for submitting your questions. And like I said, members first. So part 1 will be members' questions only. Part 2 will be the remaining questions. And part 3 will be non-royal or conspiracy type questions. And those I'll post on the other channel, but I'll link them here because they're great questions. So without further ado, let's get started with the members' questions. And I'll try and post the questions down below. I don't think I'm going to have time to timestamp them, but at least you know where maybe in the video your question is. So, well, we're actually starting with a non-royal question, but I know a lot of you are interested. And that's why I'm doing it here, is will Oprah be brought down with the P. Diddy scandal? I thought that was a great question. So let's ask. So I'm using all kinds of different decks. I've got a whole bunch here sitting right beside me, ready to go. And I was going to do the Tarot Traditions for this one. But you know what? You know which one is looking at me is the Crow Tarot, which is perfect because the birds are my internet cards. And of course, she's media. So the Crow Tarot. The Crow Tarot to kick off our marathon Q&A. And don't worry, the parts will be in separate videos for you. So you don't have to watch 2.5 hours of questions. Okay, like I said, I was going to do this on the other channel, but I think a lot of us are interested in Oprah on this channel. So is Oprah going to be brought down with the P. Diddy scandal? Will Oprah be brought down with the P. Diddy scandal? Will Oprah be brought down with the P. Diddy scandal? Cards are ready. And before I read this, I just want to thank everybody for being such amazing members on the channel and contributing to the channel, not only with your monthly dues, but also with comments and likes and interaction with other members. Honestly, I love our members and our viewers. I think we have a great crowd of very supportive people, and it really warms my heart. All right. Ace of Cups. So, well, that's a yes, but that's an offer. The Five of Wands in reverse. Someone's in a panic. The Two of Pentacles upright. Well, there might be some kind of negotiation going on, or wondering, do I stay, do I go? Judgment. Ooh, second chances. And the Tower. Ooh. Wow, the Tower upright. 10 of Cups upright. The 7 of Cups in reverse. There's some gaslighting going on. I think there's heavy negotiations in the background. There's the 3 of Pentacles on top of the Judgment card. There's heavy negotiations going on right now. I think when we have a yes and the Tower, I think that explains it all. But I think that with the 10 of Cups here, she's got a lot of people on her side. Page of Cups. We're going to hear some news soon. The Magician in reverse. We're going to get a lot of gaslighting, a lot of, how do I put this? Spin doctoring. We're going to get, and especially next to this Page of Cups, that's going to be some kind of surprising news, but it's going to be spin doctoring and gaslighting, and it's going to make, she's working on it in the background. Well, she's in media, right? 8 of Cups upright. She might go quiet for a while. She might just say, oh, I've got to go to Maui and relax. Or, you know, we have to remember Oprah is 70 now. And, you know, so she has every, you know, if she wanted to retire or slip away, this would be the perfect time without explanation, right? The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This is costing her a pile of money to get out of this. It's costing her a pile of money. So in some respects, Will she be taken down? I think she'll take her own self down. Meaning, oh, I'm going to go retire or whatever. And I think that it's going to look like it's her choice, but she's obviously in negotiations. And that's why I think what the gaslighting will be and the spin doctoring is like, you know, it's time for me to retire and enjoy the rest of my life. I've worked hard all my life. I can almost hear it now. But this has cost her a lot of money to keep things quiet, to keep things hushed. The devil. This will follow her always. The Strength in reverse. The Star in reverse. Wow. 10 of Swords in reverse. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. This is actually costing her a pile of money to get out of this. But she will get out of it. And I think she's going to be, we're going to see a situation where it'll look like it's her choice. That's what I mean. Like some kind of retirement or moving on or something like that. All right. So is she caught up in it? Yes, it's costing her a pile of money to get out of it and for it to make look like it was her choice. I think that's what's going to happen. Okay. All right. Can you see how many sugars will actually be arrested and sentenced? Please, can you see how many sugars will actually be arrested and sentenced? Now, as I understand it, there are 2 right now going through the court systems in the UK. So let's see. I'm just going to stick with the crow because that's an internet question as well. Internet media, right? We wouldn't know of the sugars if it wasn't for the internet. Can you see how many sugars will actually be arrested and sentenced? How many sugars will actually be arrested and sentenced? How many sugars will be arrested and sentenced? How many sugars will be arrested and sentenced? Ooh, cards are ready. Oh yeah, they're really ready. Okay. Let's see if the cards if we can suss out how many. Wow, 8. There's 8 off the trap. Off the trap? Off the bat, I was going to say, but I said trap. So there's 8. And if you think of swords as the law, word of law, right? They're being charged with words that they've said. They're maybe looking at 8 right now. 4 of Cups, upright. The 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, I think they're working on it. I think there's been some offers made to some of them. 2 of Cups, upright. And the Magician in reverse. I think somebody's got an offer to squeal on the rest of them. I think they've got a mole in their area, in their group. This 2 of Cups is telling me, with the 3 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups and the Magician tells me there's a mole in the group. And I think, or this could be the 2 that are currently going through the system. Maybe they might be getting offers to release some other names and numbers. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I think there's an offer on the table that some are accepting and some are rejecting to turn each other in. And you'll be safe. You'll be safe. 10 of Wands in reverse. And the 8 of Wands in reverse. Isn't that interesting? 8 here and 8. I don't think they're getting a lot of offers. Like, I think they've, offered people, you know what? You tell us who these people are and we'll make sure you aren't charged. It doesn't look like a lot of people are biting on it. No, the Hermit in reverse. No. Are they protecting Harry? 6 of Swords. Yeah, you know what? I think there's something here to do with Harry. They're protecting Harry, the Hermit. Harry, the Hermit. The Chariot. Yeah, it's a full control. And the 5 of Pentacles upright. I think the group is disbanding for the most part. I think I think there's been an offer. Like, I think there's a mole in their group, and I think there's been an offer, and I think they've got their eye on 8 of them, because we have 8 twice, but they don't have enough information. You have to remember that people, if they use VPNs, it's very, very difficult to prove anything. I think this is telling us that Harry has moved on from the sugars. Either Harry's moved on or they're very lonely right now. Because the Hermit in reverse can just be loneliness. And here they may have felt that people have abandoned them. But they're being very tight-lipped, and they're still maintaining some form of control. But that won't last long. They're running out of money. I think people are starting to, I think 5 of them might end up being caught in the end. So if they have their eye on 8, then we have 5. So that may be caught up in something, or they decide to jump ship. But right now, I don't see, I see they're trying. I really do, with that mole in there. But nobody's really biting at it. Nobody's really biting at the offer, and the mole is really not being very successful. They're very tight-lipped. Somebody's got massive control on them, and there might end up being 5 that finally get caught with something and lose. All right? Great question. All right. Did the magic juice cause or contribute to Catherine's illness? Now, this is very controversial. And so I thought, but you know what? Let's read it, because I'm thinking that other people probably have the same questions. There's, a big uptick in aggressive cancers in very young people, and I consider 42 very young for an aggressive cancer. And so I'm using the investigations deck. Let's ask. Ooh, guilty. Isn't that interesting that one's already up out of all of them? Now, we have to also assume that she got the magic juice. And there was a lot of things going on, that a lot of these stars and politicians and whatnot, they actually just got saline solution. They didn't get the magic juice. So we're going to read this on the assumption that she did get the magic juice, because we have no other proof otherwise. And let's just ask, is it the cause, or did it contribute to her cancer? It's a big question a lot of people have. There's like heart problems and a lot of studies are now coming out, big problems, cognitive to reproductive. All right. And I just before I read these, I'm not commenting on whether I think you should get the shot or not. All we're doing is we're reading the cards. Did it contribute or cause her cancer? All right. There's no opinion here. Just pure card reading. World, end of situation, or buried. Well, it was a worldwide injection program. Deal organized. Almost looks like deal organized. Purposely disappeared. Body is hidden. Magician, dark ritual. I'm going to say no. I don't think it did. I think that body is hidden. I don't know why I'm seeing this as a blood vessel. So something in the blood. Deal organized. Purposely. Know too much, want to talk. Evidence or statement. Not involved, unaware. Body is hidden. So I'm going to say no. Not involved, unaware. I'm going to say no. It says evidence or statement. No too much, want to talk. Deal organized. I wonder if that is the person who tried to break into her health records. I believe that at one point, Catherine will write a book, what she went through. Did not go to plan. Well, that was her surgery. I think that she has a long-term illness. I'm not going to say what it is. And of course, the surgery just didn't go to plan because they said there was no cancer, and then they discovered it afterward. Dark intention or motive. And unaware of surroundings. No, I don't think it had anything to do with that at all. The Fool, risk-taking. I think what's happened is it looks like she was misdiagnosed for probably a very long time. And, you know, they said, oh, it's this problem. And this happens to many, many people. And, you know, you read about it all the time. Somebody has a weird rash and they go to the doctor 20 times and then all of a sudden they discover it's actually a symptom of a cancer. But the person's so young, they don't look for it. So this magician or dark ritual, we talked a lot about, has dark magic or dark entities been sent to the royal family. And what I'm thinking here with this is I'm trying to think how I'm going to word this without revealing which cancer I've read on that she has. Yeah, I'm not going to go there. I think it is, I don't think she's done anything wrong. I think it's just the magician, the dark ritual is, I think there's something to do with stress and how the stress is so hard on the body. And what does the magician do? It's manifesting, right? It's manifested. You think of all the stress that she's been under, and I think that's what happened here. Because a dark ritual can also be dark thoughts that you have yourself. And I think that's what's happened here. And I think the stress of everything, they thought it was one thing, but it was actually another thing. And I'm not getting any indication here there was anything to do with the magic juice, because otherwise I would tell you. But the Fool, risk-taking, so maybe she didn't go to the doctor when she should have. Right? No, I'll be fine, right? Like lots of mums do. No, I'll be fine. This heart attack will end soon and I'll get up and make your lunch. I think that's what's happened here. I think that she's had this problem for a while. It was kind of ignored. See, unaware of surroundings, dark intention or motive, not involved, unaware. I think, sometimes you don't want to know the truth either, right? So that's what it is. I'm not getting anything that it was anything to do with the magic juice. But great question. Great question. Okay. Now this one, I don't need the cards. She's talking about the auto writing and how far back can you communicate and what's the oldest you've done. Now, I think the oldest I've probably done is King David. King David, Duke of Windsor, Duke and Duchess of Windsor. Now, the farthest you can go back is approximately 144 years, or was it Winston Churchill? Somewhere back then. So I am of the belief as a Rosicrucian that we return every 144 years. So I can only go back at the most 144 years. And that's birthday to birthday. So somebody's birthday has to be within that 144 years. Otherwise, I am of the belief they have reincarnated, if not sooner. And so that's as far back as I can go. Like, I can't go back to Cleopatra. And actually, there's a question coming up about Cleopatra. I can't go back to any of those from, like, Benjamin Franklin. He's already back. How can I access him? Unless he's been back and he's returned again, but then he'd be another personality. So that's how far back I can go And so that's why I don't do like ancient people, because they've been back and forth many times. And that's just based on my beliefs. Whether that's true or not, it's please do your own research. Okay. Okay, this is a good one. Thank you for doing Q&A. I would like to know if MI6 has been spying on MM recently, and if so, do they have anything juicy? Thanks. That's a great question. So I think I'm going to stick with the investigation deck, because that's what MI6 does. They investigate and they watch. And so let's ask. I believe MI6 has always spied on the two. I believe that right from the start, not only in a spying capacity, in some kind of security capacity as well. I do not believe the palace would let a prince of royal blood leave the realm without some kind of tag along. I'm not saying it's security, because they have to know what's going. Oh, geez, these jumped out at me. These are really jumpy cards lately. I'm trying to calm them down. It's like they're full of energy and just want to talk and talk and talk. Something like me. All right. MI6 following has MI6 been spying on Meghan Markle recently, and do they have anything juicy? I mean, I'm sure they have things on the children and whatnot. Drugged or poisoned? Oh, yeah. Boy, oh boy, I don't know if that's juicy or not. We know she does drugs. Guilty. Ooh, what is she guilty of? Body is hidden. Now, see, in my last reading, I thought that looked like a blood vessel. In this reading, I look at it as a baby in a uterus. Stranger unknown to me. Evidence or statement. So they have some evidence about a stranger that she is hiding. She's guilty of hiding a stranger. They have evidence of that. Drugged or poisoned. So that could be maybe a drug dealer, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, because remember, we're just reading cards here and having fun and gossiping. I wonder because we asked if there's anything juicy. I wonder if they've got a tail on her drug dealer. They've got evidence, or maybe the drug dealer's given them a statement. Domestic violence, abuse, guilty. Oh, that's her. Oh, boy, we asked for something juicy and we're getting it. Wow. Cannot see clearly. Body is hidden. Is that the children? I am safe now. Stranger unknown to me. I am safe now. Is that one of the children? Check the timing. DNA evidence. They've got some kind of big evidence on her. Some really big evidence. Check the timing of she's guilty. Because remember, we're only asking about Meghan here. We're not asking about Meghan and Harry. We're asking about Meghan. Guilty. Check the timing. So what's the timing? The DNA evidence. Death. Ending. What? What? The devil, narcissistic torture, rage. Guys, do you remember when I was reading, I believe last year, and I said something's going to happen to Lily? My cards kept saying something's happening to Lily, or they're going to make Lily disappear or something. Staged, set up, framed, missing, searching, Hierophant authority. Well, there it shows the palaces sent them to find mental struggle or illness. Well, I don't know if that's juicy. We know that. Something was seen. I wonder if part of the juicy part of this is they have not seen Lily. I wonder if the cards are trying to tell me that. It is showing that the palace sent them. I wouldn't say that it was the royal family, because there is a royal family card. Or there's the, not the royal family card, the emperor card. This is the Hierophant, the authority. Missing, searching. I wonder if they haven't seen Lily. Wow. Boy, that was juicy. I mean, we all know the mental illness part, but the part that Lily, they haven't seen Lily. Lily is missing. I wonder if that's why King Charles wants to see those kids. Because if there is no Lily, then there's no titles either. Wow. They've seen her in a narcissistic rage. They've seen her drugged up. She is guilty of domestic. Check the timing. Check the timing. Wonder if that's the baby bump or something is seen. They're definitely watching her, and they definitely have evidence, and they've seen some stuff. And I think they're there on His Majesty's service, right? Isn't that what they say about James Bond? On His Majesty's service. I think he's there on His Majesty's. They are there on His Majesty's request. On the palace's request. I think they're more worried about the children than Harry. Harry didn't show up here at all. I think they're watching to see. Where are these missing children. Check the timing. Check the timing. Dun, 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 dun. Great question. Oh, okay. Okay, this is from one of my favorite members. You're all my favorite members, but this member is, she helps me out so much with so many things, especially with the teaching tarot. And this says, greetings, my friend. Love your Q&As. Thank you for your time. My question is, what secrets are hidden from us in the Grand Canyon that the government doesn't want us to know? And I just want to let, I was just about to say your name, but she's known online as Lady of the Desert, that I'm going to answer that on the part 3 on the questions that belong on the other channel. Okay? So a lot of you like that one and said that would be a great one. And so I think so too. And I'll answer it on the other channel. Okay, so back to the royal ones. Once Harry and Meghan divorce, will Meghan fade into the background of society or try to continue to try climbing up? So that's a great question. I'm going to use the Golden Tarot because that has to do with the royal family if she's going to lose her titles. Now, a lot of people made comments on this that, like Lady Colin Campbell, I believe if you get divorced and you change, but you may not lose your title or whatever. But I'm wondering if that's going to be part of the negotiations. So I'm going to ask that question anyways. Once Harry and Meghan divorce, will Meghan fade into the background of society or try to continue to try climbing up? Because it doesn't have much to do with their titles. I think there's another one there. Oh, yeah. There's another one here. That's what I was going to do. I'm going to combine 2 of them. So this one here is, once Harry and Meghan divorce, will Meghan fade into the background of society or try to continue to try climbing up? And then the next one is when Prince Harry and Meghan Markle divorce, will MM lose her titles? So that's what I was trying to get at. So let's put all that together. Will she lose her titles? Will she fade into the background of society? Or will she try to continue climbing up? It is my belief she's not allowed in the UK, so that would have to be with Hollywood royals, as they call them, or American society or American royals. I guess that would be the president and vice president and senators and that kind of thing. But let's see. Let's ask if she's going to lose her titles. Is she going to lose her titles? Ooh, Queen of Swords popped out. They're going to try. They're going to try and break that contract. Yeah, that could be a negotiation. That could be a negotiation. I'm sure, you know, whatever lawyers that Meghan gets, I don't know how that's going to affect her UK status. Cards are ready. Knight of Wands. Well, there's Meghan right there. Seven of Cups in reverse. So that's gaslighting. Ooh, Nine of Coins in reverse. She's not going to have any money. She's not going to be successful. 10 of Coins upright. And the Strength in reverse. I actually think this is the royal family card, 10 of Coins. This is the legacy card, the intergenerational card. I think she'll always be attached to royalty because that showed up upright. This is her leaving, though. Look at the position of this card in this last. This is her leaving. There's a lot of gaslighting going on about how much money they have, how successful she is. There's her Strength in reverse. I think that her attachment to the royal family will be a detriment to her. She might choose not to use it, especially if she's trying to crawl up in American society. She won't ever crawl up in UK. I don't think she's allowed there. She's going to be very unsuccessful, and there's going to be a lot of gaslighting go around. But you know what? Even if they take her titles away, Meghan Markle's name will always be attached to the British royal family. Whether, you know, the biggest bitch that's ever been there or the biggest loser, or her name will, just as Wallace Simpson's name is always going to be attached to the British royal family. Meghan Markle's will also always be attached. Will she have her titles? I don't think so. Oh, 4 of Coins in reverse. Certainly isn't getting any money. 4 of Swords. I think she's going to go really quiet. Ace of Cups. I think there's going to be a negotiation for them. I really do. The Ace of Cups here. I think there's going to be a peaceful negotiation around the titles, around her attachment to the royal family. I think she's going to go quiet simply because she just doesn't have the money. And she won't be as successful as she thinks she is. I think we're going to again hear, oh, they broke the bank open for me. And I think it's going to be all BS. 6 of Swords. No, she's just going to move on. She's going to move on. Queen of Cups. She may continue the Diana thing. I'm just like Diana, outcast of the royal family. I got divorced, but I'm raising, you know, people in line. I think she's going to try and play that card. Page of Swords. She's going to do something on the internet. I think she's going to continue with all her anonymous accounts and banging around with that. The 7 of Swords in reverse. I think the titles are up for negotiation. I honestly do. I think she's going to look and see what Diana got. You know, and yes, she had her HRH removed, but Diana was the Princess of Wales. And I think that's a little bit different than the Duke of Duchess. I think what we hear, what goes on is going to just be quite a little bit of the truth. I actually think she's going to go quiet. I think she is going for a while. I'm not saying forever. I think the negotiation that they give her is going to be quite tight, actually. Quite tight. I think she's going to try and, well, she's already is, thinks she's Diana 2.0. Queen of Wands. Two of Wands in reverse. Look at this, Four of Cups in reverse, Ace of Coins in reverse, Two of Coins. Now listen, she's not going to get the money that is required to social climb. And I mean, and her vaginator is getting quite old by now. I think that she's not going to get as much money as she thinks she is. I think she's going to act like she is. She's going to act like the hurt one. She's going to act like they're treating me just like they're treating Diana. I'm the mother of a prince and a princess. This also could be, no, I was going to say Anne, but I don't think Anne wants anything to do with her. I think this is her trying to look like she took the high road when she absolutely did not. She's going to have huge regrets about how much money she thinks she's getting. But yeah, she'll act, she'll continue to pretend. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think the older she gets, the worse it's going to get. I think she's going to go quiet for a while. I think the titles are negotiable. She might end up with some form of a title here with her being Queen of Wands upright with a crown. And I think she's going to try and be like Diana, go on like these yachting trips again or whatever, right? But she has no money. She's not going to end up with near as much money as she thinks she is. And I'm not seeing another king here. So I don't know who she's going to pretend to be, but she's going to pretend, again, it's just all lies upon lies upon lies. Okay. Great couple of questions. She may end up like a lady or something, like Lady C, but she will, with this crown on top, she will end up with some form of a title. Whether it's the Duke of Duchess, I don't know. Or Princess Harry or Princess Henry, something like that. I think that's part of the negotiations right now. Because I think she's going to say, you know, I'm the mother of a prince and princess. Like Sarah, Duchess of York. But she doesn't have any HRH or anything like that. And I think Meghan's going to try and go for something like that. Okay. This is a very controversial one. Does Harry treat all of his women awful? I'm going to use this feather one because this reminds me of King Henry. So I'm just going to ask, does Harry treat all of his women awful? Cheats on them. I mean, I don't even have to say allegedly. It's well known he cheated on Chelsea. I think he cheated on Crescenda. Like, he was in the military, and I don't even think I have to say allegedly. I don't know. I've read that he's cheated on Meghan. There's lots of rumors with him and the surfing girl. So let's see. Does Harry treat all his women awful? And some of you may or may not remember, I did the Jack the Ripper reading. Wow. Uncontrollable. Uncontrollable. Ho, 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 ho. I did the Jack the Ripper reading. Three of Swords, victory. Well, Three of Swords is actually betrayal, but this says victory on this card. That's interesting that how the cards have changed over the years, the meanings of the card. So original Three of Swords was victory. Was that victory over the woman? Anyways, I did a reading on Harry a long time ago, or Jack the Ripper. And it actually concluded that Harry is the reincarnation of the Jack the Ripper. And the dates all match up. So anyways, you can look at that one if you want. Does Harry treat all his women awfully? Okay, cards are ready. These are huge cards. Wow, attachment. King of Swords in reverse. Attachment. Wow. The Hierophant. No, it's not. It's the, this is the High Priestess in Trench. So secrets. Wow. Ace of Coins in reverse. Of Rice. Six of Coins. Expansion. Oh, this is him paying them off. Wow. King of Cups. Negativity. Look at the two kings in reverse. And here's the female. There's the Ace of Coins in reverse. And then there's the payoff. I wonder, well, stick with me here. My Ace of Coins upright is pregnancy. The seed has been planted. And when it's in reverse, I wonder if with this payment here and then the King of Cups in reverse, if there's any pregnancies, he makes them not be pregnant anymore. Ooh, Five of Swords. Breakthrough. Wow. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Risks. Knight of Coins. Direction. That's him. He is the Knight of Coins. And here on the Six of Coins, I think he pays them off. Five of Coins in reverse. Oh no, upright. Interference. The Page of Coins. Potential. Look at all the money on the table. And Justice. Balance. And underlying Eight of Wands. Self-regulation. With the two kings in reverse, I'm going to say, yeah, like, I think he thinks he can do whatever he wants, and he'll just be looked after. And the self-regulation, wow, the Tower, the House of God, Ten of Swords, uncontrollable, Strength in reverse, uncontrollable, and the Chariot in reverse, condensation, Page of Cups, shyness. I think he treats them all like crap. Oh, and the clock agrees with me. Yeah, he does. And then I think he apologizes with a check is written. Yeah. King of Swords and King of Cups. That's somebody emotionally stunted. That's a narcissist. The King of Swords in reverse. That's, yeah, that's a power trip. That's also manipulating people with emotion. All right, so we have another question that will go from a member, and I'm only reading them out, so if you're a member and you're listening for your question, I'm telling you that it's going to go to part 3 to the other channel. It's a great question. What will happen with United Nations in the next year, if anything? So that's a great question for the other channel. And then here's another one. Will any world politician be able to expose George Soros and or his son interference in global politics? Again, those are great questions, so thank you, but I will read those for the other channel. Here's one we can ask here from a member. Will Meghan Markle ever end up behind bars? Love it. Love it. Let's go to our predictions deck. Will Meghan Markle ever end up behind bars? Now, Craig Hamilton Parker, at the beginning of the year, said he saw Meghan Markle behind bars. And I did a quick reading on it, and the answer was yes, but it didn't really come out what it was about. So let's ask this again now that we know there's stuff going on with their charity, and perhaps there's something with Lily. Let's see. Will Meghan Markle ever end up behind bars? Will Meghan Markle ever end up behind bars? Will Meghan Markle ever end up behind bars? Will Will Meghan Markle ever end up behind bars? Cards are ready. Housing issues. Ooh. Surveillance record. Wow. And that goes back to, we just did the reading, is MI6 watching her? And housing issues. Moon, no, unclear, compromised, harmful, and evidence of a scandal. So I think there's evidence of a scandal, and they've got it on surveillance, and housing issues, but I don't think she'll end up behind bars. Disappointing outcome. Yeah, for us. Oh, duties, keep quiet. Yeah, I don't think... spreading, mutating on top of this, compromised, harmful. Fake news. Fake news. Security cameras. Yeah, she's being watched very closely. A consequence of damage done. So she's going to have some form of consequence. Volcano mountains. I think she's going to have some form of consequence, but I don't believe that she's going behind bars. I don't believe she'll be going to jail. I think there's something to do, like housing issues. I'm thinking of like, who is she living with? You know, is it the kid? Are the kids there? Are they not? I just did that reading, and it looks like Lily, they're concerned that they can't see Lily. Social media, so don't believe the social media. Good outcome. AI tech, well, we know that. The kids are always pandemic health crisis, taken by force. I think it has to do with the children. I think that there's something, they know something about the children and about where the children are living. And I think there's a scandal brewing, but I don't believe she'll be going to jail for it. Because also we have the good outcome here, AI tech. And I think this pandemic health crisis, I don't think it's really anything to do with the Who Flung Flu or anything. I think she might have like a mental health crisis and some, because it's taken by force here. And then I wonder if rather than being jailed, she'll be hospitalized. That's what I'm picking up here. Because we have health crisis, taken by force. And this is her social media that she's on all the time. I think somebody counted and they found 40 suspected accounts that are Meghan Markle. So a lot of those are bots, B-O-T-S, and maybe B-O-U-G-H-S as well. I think she might get like I think in California, or maybe it's the whole United States, called a 5150, where you are put into a mental institution or psychiatric hold. That's what it's called. So she might get that over the children or over the scandal, but I don't think we're going to see her behind bars per se. All right. Great question though. Okay. Now we have another member's question that I will answer on the other channel. Will Kamala Harris's non-African American heritage be exposed by MSM prior to the U.S. election? Here's another one I will answer on the other channel. Are the Nephilim still here on Earth? If yes, where can they be found? How fun. Thank you for offering this to your viewers. So that's a great question, a conspiracy question on the other channel. All right, so here's a question we can answer on here. And the only reason I'm reading those out is because if you're a member and you're waiting for your question, now you know why it's not here. It'll be in part 3 on the other channel. Okay, hi Shanta, can you please ask what MM was doing searching in the trunks of Prince Harry and Prince William's cars at those polo matches? I've always wondered about that. Thank you. I think that's a great question. Let's ask and see. What the heck was she doing going through the trunks of their cars? You don't have to say allegedly. It's on film. Like, what was she looking for? What was she looking for? I'm going to use we're going to go old school for this one. I'm using the Traditions deck. All right. What was M&M doing searching in the trunks of Prince Harry and Prince William's cars during the polo match? What was that all about? Can you give us a clue? What was that all about? What was that all about? What was she looking for specifically? Let's see if the cards will show us specifically. So if we got lots of swords, that means like evidence of words or letters or something. If we got pentacles, that's, you know, things, jewelry, money. Let's see. What was she looking for in Prince Harry and Prince William's car? And it's amazing. They caught her on film, like, and she looks up like, what? Nothing. Ooh. The devil in reverse. Oh, she was looking to steal something. That's stealing. That's not lying. 9 of Swords in reverse. Something to do with anxiety. I think she was really nervous that she got, because it looked, the devil in reverse. Temperance. Medication. The Magician in reverse. There's the lies. The Knight of Cups in reverse. She may have told them that she wasn't looking to take anything. She was putting things back, which would be a lie. She might have been saying, oh no, I wasn't taking anything. You know, I'm putting this in there. I'm putting this back for them. They asked me to put it back. She may have done that. She may have switched the story. 2 of Cups. Ace of Wands in reverse. Yes, it was a big lie. I think that she said, oh no, they told me to go to put this back for them, so I was just making room or something. She was lied about that it was an agreement with them. I was just putting something back. She tried to turn that around, that she wasn't taking anything, that she was putting something back. 4 of Wands in reverse on the Magician in reverse. She may have been looking for evidence to bring something down. Ace of Cups in reverse with, wow. Was she looking for evidence about William? 10 of Pentacles in reverse. She was, oh, guys, 10 of Pentacles upright is the royal family, is their wealth, is their legacy. And what did I say when I was shuffling? Pentacles are jewelry or money, and that's the 10 of Pentacles. Ace of Cups in reverse. Was she looking for Catherine's ring? 4 of Wands in reverse, right? She was definitely looking for something significant, but why would they have it in the trunk of their car? Unless, like, she knew they were transporting something. She was looking for, I think, a dear piece of jewelry that had something to do with a wedding or a funeral or a big celebration, right? If this was upright, this would be a birth or a wedding or any kind of significant celebration. And if these were both upright like this, it'd be like something very precious to that ceremony. But it's in reverse next to the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So she was looking for some kind of jewelry or something. Jewelry or money, but it was something that was precious. So something attached to a celebration. Was that a christening or... I'm thinking like a ring, like a wedding ring or something here. 10 of Swords in reverse. 4 of Swords upright. This actually was part of her ruin. It was shortly after this they realized what she was. This was part of her ruin. I think she was reported. Did she get it? Oh, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Oh, 3 of Swords upright. Oh, my Lord. Look at all the reversals. Okay, so when she was first caught, she was playing stupid and saying, "Oh, no, they asked me to put this back in their trunk for safekeeping or something." So I'm wondering if she was caught with like a ring or something in her hand. I think this is when she showed her true face, and they were actually started watching her, because I can't remember the timing or not, if this was anything to do with the missing jewelry. I'm looking though, remember I said swords, or maybe looking for words, maybe looking for evidence of something. Swords are evidence when you're doing a crime scene. And I don't think she found anything here with the Four of Swords upright. That tells me they didn't find anything. She didn't find anything, especially with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. But what it did is it de-elevated her, or elevated the MI5, right? MI5 looks after inside the UK, and MI6 looks after outside the UK. So I'm wondering if this elevated her. Six of Pentacles upright. Seven of Cups elevated her to, really watch her. And Five of Swords and Six of Cups. I think she wanted her fair share. I don't think she got anything, but she may have soon after requested something. I think she was looking for something that the boys had, that they got passed down from their mother. She wanted it. And why did she think it would be in the trunk of the car? Why did she think it would be in the trunk of the car? So I'm wondering if it was something like Harry was bringing to William. It was something like of his mother's, and he said, oh yeah, I'll bring that over. We don't have any place to store it, but Meghan really wanted it. Because it's right here, the Six of Cups, the siblings card. And then there was like a second chance or something. I wonder if that's why she brought the fake baby to the polos, just so she could get into the back of the vehicles. Because a second chance to get what she wanted. I think it had something to do, something passed down, especially with the Ten of Pentacles here in reverse. That could be like an inheritance or something. Was it Catherine's ring? Did she think that maybe the ring, why would Catherine keep her ring in the trunk though? That doesn't make sense. She'd leave it at home in a safety deposit box. Yeah, it was something that was passed down. What it was, jewelry, money, something like that. Something like that. She wanted a second chance at the choice. Okay. So yeah. And so maybe that's why she could say, oh, they asked me to put this in the trunk. I'm just moving this over from Harry's trunk to William's trunk. So I think that then the security would say, oh, that makes sense. I think that's exactly what happened. I think it was something of Diana's, something inherited. And I think that she knew Harry was bringing it to William, and I think maybe she wanted to grab it back or something. It's definitely something to do with the boys' inheritance and her having a second chance at it, so that would be more fair. That's interesting, because now we're going to have to read if that story about the jewelry when the Queen passed away, if that's true or not. I won't ask that now, but we'll ask that another day. So yeah, she was looking for something that she felt was hers due to inheritance. And maybe she felt betrayed that Harry was giving it to William. So she wanted it back. She was going to take it back without Harry knowing it. So that's why she went through Harry's to see if Harry already passed it over. And she didn't find it in Harry's trunk, so then she went to William's trunk to find it. Or the boot, you guys call it. All right. What a scheming yacht girl. All right, so we started with the Sugars question, and now we're going to end with Sugars question. Hi, Shanta. Could you tell us if the Sugars will ever receive their comeuppance and if they are actually working for the 3-letter organizations? So it's a little bit different than the first question that I asked about the Sugars. So I thought, well, we'll start with that, and then we'll end with a Sugars question as well. And I'm going to grab the Crow deck again, because we're dealing with the internet. And this has to do, not asking if it's Meghan and Harry, if it's a 3-letter organization. So we're going to be looking for the Hierophant, the Emperor. The Emperor does not mean the king in this case. This means the head of the 3-letter organization. We'll be looking for King of Swords and King of Wands. King of Wands is uniform. So we'll be looking for those ones. And let's see if they'll ever get their comeuppance. Now, that first read I did, that there's a mole in there. So who sent the mole, right? And they are making offers, and doesn't seem like anybody's biting. But let's see. But that doesn't mean they are being run by a 3-letter organization. That could be the 3-letter organizations aren't talking to each other. Will the Sugars ever receive their comeuppance? And if they are actually working for a 3-letter organization. Are they working for a 3-letter organization? And will they ever receive their comeuppance? Look at that. You saw how many times I shuffled. That other question started with the 8 of Swords. So there's 8 of them. There's definitely 8 big ones. Page of Cups. Page of Pentacles. These are almost the same cards. This is ridiculous. 6 of Swords. These are almost the same cards. The 3 of Cups in reverse. 3 of Cups in reverse. I honestly believe that I think that some are leaving on their own accord. I think there is disgruntled in the 3 of Cups here in reverse tells me there's the 3 of Cups in reverse. 3 could be a 3-letter organization, but let's keep looking, because the 3 of Pentacles would tell me more. I think some of them, I think there's cracks in it. I think some people have moved on, but I think there still is offers to turn other people in. Knight of Cups in reverse. There's offers to turn people in, but they aren't biting on it. Death in reverse. Eventually they'll disband. Yes, eventually they'll disband. 4 of Cups. Yeah, you know what? I think that some of them have already left. Maybe, if we have an 8 and a 3 and a 4, so maybe half have already left. And I've even noticed from the first time I was on X, they've really, maybe just my block finger works better now, but they seem to have really not as many. So I don't know if X is doing something about that. I'm not getting as many on the channel at all anymore. I used to get, well, lots. And no, they're really starting to peter off. So I think they're slowly dying. The Moon in reverse. I think one day we will hear the truth of what they are, but not for a long time. Not for a long time. They are definitely being stubborn. 10 of Cups. You know, I'm not really getting that it's a 3-letter agency. 10 of Wands in reverse. Same kind of card. I'm getting that this is just sick people who get a real joy out of making stories up. Here I am, a card reader. I'm not making stories up. I'm reading my cards. I think there's something here that they get some kind of thrill out of knowing, of us not knowing who they are. Right? They're the first ones. They can't wait to expose you. They can't wait to dox you. But God forbid, you know, you mention their name and then right away you're racist. They get a lot of joy with what they're doing. You know what I'm not seeing here? Ace of Wands in reverse. So I'm getting no's. And you know, King of Wands. There they are. That I said the King of Wands would be one. It's in reverse. You know who this is? This is Boozy. The Emperor in reverse. Yeah. You know what? The Two of Cups. I think that the Hermit in reverse again. Is it more to do with Harry? Is it more to do with Harry? Could it be Harry? This is the second time when I asked about the sugars and Harry shows up. But she doesn't. I'm going to say these are in reverse. The Emperor in reverse, King of Wands in reverse. I don't believe it's like Russia or any other three-letter agency because they're in reverse. I think it just could be a real bully. I think it's Boozy. This is also somebody who's in Aries. So there's a clue. Because the Emperor is Aries, King of Wands is Aries. So there's a clue. It could be an Aries male. You know what I'm not getting, though, is I'm not getting a lot of money being paid out. I was looking for the Six of Pentacles to show that people are paid, or the Eight of Pentacles, that people are paid to do this. I'm not getting that at all. I'm getting that they just get a lot of joy out of what they're doing. And I think there's 8 ringleaders. Why am I, is Harry doing this to get back at his dad? You know what? This was going to be my last question, but I'm going to actually get some clarifiers on this. So I'm going to put that out on the table. This is, if you ever need to know, like, you can always put a significator in the middle and read around it. Is Harry part of this whole sugars thing? Is Harry part of this whole sugars thing? Is Harry the ringleader? I didn't get any, I didn't get any three-letter agency at all. At all. Is Harry the real ringleader in all of this? Is Harry the real ringleader in for the sugars? Is Harry the real? This is surprising to me. Is Harry upright, positive, reversals, negative? I'm going to pull 7 cards. Is Harry the real ringleader in this? Upright, positive, reversals, negative. Is this... Cards are ready. 7 of Wands. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Justice in reverse. Ace of Pentacles upright. Ace of Wands upright. King of Swords upright. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. 2 aces. Harry, this is justice. He doesn't do it himself, obviously. I think he pays. What's the underlying here? 9 of Wands in reverse. There's either a politician that helps him. I don't think William, this is not William, unless it's to get to William. I think he's a bit embarrassed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. Soft yes. Yeah. Well, we got 2 yes cards. We have 2 aces upright and justice in reverse. Is he trying to get justice done? And also, King of Swords is a judge. So is he judge, jury, and yeah, he doesn't do it. And he's he thinks he's taking the high ground here. Maybe Meghan is, well, that's a typical narcissist. They make sure you're guilty and they're innocent, right? Yet could have been, I can't see it being Harry's idea. I could see it being her idea, but him being at the helm of it. Isn't that something? And I think he's still embattled with it. I think it's still going on. If this nine of wands were upright, I'd say the battle is over, but it's continuing. It's continuing. 8 of Wands. Death. It's for his dad, too. Just create problems with his dad. The Hanged Man. The Hierophant in reverse. I wonder if it has anything to do with his mom, that he thinks that the palace and his dad. Strength in reverse. It's to knock the royal family down. What a kid. What a kid. So you know what? In some respects, look at the Hermit in reverse, Strength in reverse. There's Harry and Meghan. In some respects, it's both their ideas, but I think Harry's the one who's really going for it. We got him twice, and the card said yes. Soft yes. I think it might have been her idea, you know, to get these bot farms and whatnot. And then he's the one who's continuing it. So yeah, she's part of it because she showed up here, but I think it has something to do with taking down the royal the Hierophant here in reverse. Well, that's it for members' questions. Thank you very much for being members. And again, if your question wasn't read, it will be in part 3 on the other channel. Thank you so much for watching. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.